Okay, Ms. Leupolt, so we're just talking about how we need to help students navigate all the information that's available to them through technology. So I'm going to read you a statement. I want to listen to your opinion if you agreed with it. So it says, technology has created a need and possibility for reimagining curriculum and pedagogy. What does that statement mean to you when you're thinking of curriculum and school-based learning?
Reimagining? Well, I think in general there's been a shift with empowering modern learners to look towards the future, and it's more skill-based in what kids are capable of doing in their daily life and based on what they're going to be confronted with. You know, it's been a while now that the future is uncertain for what it is they're going to be doing.
Mm-hmm.
Things change quickly, technology changes quickly, and what we need to instill and empower with kids is showing them how to be adaptable and how to switch from different devices and how to consolidate information and to know where to look and know how to determine whether it's valuable information or not. It's not so much information-based because anybody can Google information.
Right.
Yes, we do have to teach a bit, you know, we do have to teach the history, past, present, and future to know where we were, where we are, and where we're going.
Mm-hmm.
But it's not so much fill the head with information anymore. It's more teach tools and skills so that you can be adaptable and have a future that you're able to live in and be successful at. And that's hard to know.
Yeah.
So it's more, it has to be more skill-based and more about flexibility and having a growth mindset and being open-minded and being agile and being flexible.
Excuse me.
It's all the global competencies that
Yes.
you know have been defined that are international, no matter where you are in the world or what culture you are. You need to have those skills for your future.
Right. So how does that change as the educator role? What would your advice be as a new teacher coming into the system?
Instead of a teacher being at the front delineating information, being the information guide, we're more facilitators, we're more directors, we're more providing opportunities and showing what the possibilities are and guiding them through the stages of research and presentation and understanding and skill development. We're more engaged and involved, and certainly you have to be more adaptable too. You have to adapt to each individual need based on what it is they're learning and what level they're at. You know, you get kids that come in that are completely agile in dealing with technology, but not information. Or kids that can handle information, make the connections, interpret understanding, but have no clue how to manipulate the technology. You have to know your students first, and then guide and facilitate. That's more our role, more than ever.
More than ever, right.
And certainly guide them towards their interests too.
Okay.
You know, and help them to see the world through the lenses that are important to them, that connect to them, that make them understand the world they live in.
Okay. No, thank you. That's very insightful. Thanks for that.
Well, I know in my program that's what I have to do. There's lots of curriculum points and facts, but those mean nothing if they are not connected in a way that the child can relate to. And I think more and more as educators we have to understand that if you don't connect, you don't get anywhere.
You don't get anywhere with the child.
If I had anything to give to any new teacher coming in, that's the big thing. Is you have to make things relatable, you have to make connections and allow the child to see themselves in the world and be able to interpret the world through their lenses. And then, as they grow developmentally, then they see it through other people's lenses. And that's where empathy is developed. Because those are all human skills, but they're all practical skills too. Yeah. And that's all listed in the global competencies.
Yes. If I had a little bit more time, I think I do. Do you think that that's one thing that children would have to learn because they are so technology-based in the sense?
Oh, absolutely. I think that social interactions, social skills have to go in line with it. Technology cannot replace human interaction. Technology will never replace a teacher or an educator if it's done correctly. And technology is a tool. And when used correctly, it's the most powerful tool there is.
Right.
But we forget, we can't let the technology guide us. That's like putting the cart before the horse. It's a dangerous thing to do, and that's where we get into a lot of trouble. We allow the technology to lead us instead of the other way around.
So we should be controlling the technology.
Right, and that's something that, in the very near future, with artificial intelligence, AI being at the forefront of where technology is going, we still have to remember that human control, human guidance,
Mhm.
humanity itself, and having those interpersonal skills and having empathy and having understanding, none of that can be embedded in technology. It's uniquely human, and we have to make sure we maintain that humanness or we will be in trouble.
Oh, that's great. Yeah, great point. And that's funny because in the book that I read, it actually goes the other way. It says we should let technology guide us, and we follow technology, and we incorporate that into the system.
I think that's a dangerous thing.
Yeah.
I also believe that, technology is created by man, and it opens up in a capability far beyond what our brain brain capacity has. So what's happening is that's leaped forward, and we're trying to catch up. I don't think mentally, in terms of tools and how to manipulate it, we can catch up, but we would never have that capacity. So if we don't exercise some kind of guidance and control, and I'm not, an alarmist whatsoever. I love technology. I love what it's allowed me to do. But I also think that it can't be the guidance. It has to be human guidance with technology as a tool which we use appropriately.
Okay.
If it's the other way around, who's leading us?
Yeah. What are our standards?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Okay.
And it's such a huge and vast network. If we don't put some clear guides in place, you see what happens when things get hacked, when information gets released. You saw what happened with Facebook. You see what happens with the way we do our finances and banking all the time. It's a constant battle between keeping things secure, having new networks, keeping things secure, having new networks. The coders of the world, the security encryptions, those are going to be huge, for sure. But again, it can't be a free-for-all. It just can't be.
It has to be controlled. Yeah.
And I guess control isn't the word. What I'm saying is guiding.
Guided, yeah.
And trying to anticipate issues and being proactive. You can't just let it go.
Okay.
Just like you can't just let kids go.
Right.
And teach themselves. I don't know if anybody has read Lord of the Flies, but you don't want that situation.
Yeah. No, that's a great example. No, that's very insightful. Thank you. So I'll just end it here. So thank you for your time, Ms. Leupolt. And we'll see you again soon. Okay, I'll just end it here.